you think he's ugly now, it really can't get any worse.
Once you get past the personality and the looks, he's really a great guy.
You don't like men who show emotions, but you love Budweiser.
You look like the kind of girl who isn't looking for very much. Have you met my friend Bud?
You looking for a first-rate guy? Second-rate? Fourth-rate? Bud's perfect for you.
You wonder what he looks like without his shirt on? Well, you know the movie Rocky? No, not Rocky, but his manager, the short guy that smokes cigars? That's what Bud's like.
You say you hit rock bottom? Then do I got the guy for you?
Tonight, my perky little nippers go to France, and the Prime Minister of Sweden visits the President. And also, I've got an interview with friggin' Nick Jones.
How's it going, Mr. Jones? Long time no see.
I know, it's been a while. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Now, I looked up Nick Jones on Urban Dictionary the other day, and this is what I found. Nick Jones was defined as one of the coolest MFs alive, possesses huge D, quite comedic, witty, and everyone loves chilling with this effort. Now there was even a second definition. John, what you doing, cuz? Dave, nothing, just chilling with Jones. John, oh, F, be over there in 20. Jen, OMG, I just did something to Nick Jones that starts with an F. Kristen, what, was it bad? No. Best you-know-what I've ever had. What do you have to say? Actually, wait a second, there's more. Nick Jones, the shaft of the male penis usually referred after a failed ball. Never mind. And he is also the cousin of Mike Jones, the rapper. Now, what do you have to say about all of this?
I mean, about 90% of what you said is pretty accurate. The only part that really I kind of have some conflict with is I'm actually not related to Mike Jones, just by law. So like, it's not like actually, because he like hooked up with one of my sisters or something. But I mean, everything else though, I mean, that sounded like pretty accurate. I mean, you know, like, to me, it's flattering to know that like people have like those kind of impressions of me. You know, I mean, I try to do my best to be, you know, an upright, you know, citizen in the community, help out when I can. You know, basically just be everybody's friend. So to get that kind of feedback, I mean, that's definitely a huge deal.
So, you had one of the most successful high school careers playing football at Effingham High School. I believe you have the touchdown record. And you later, after a couple years starting at fullback and a year playing quarterback, you signed on to play Division I football at Valparaiso. Now, Division I scholarships, you know, they're scarce to come by at Effingham High School, but you proved a lot of people wrong in signing on with Valparaiso. What was it like playing D1 football this year?
It was definitely a transition. I mean, it was definitely something where coming into camp and going through practices and stuff, you definitely have to adjust to the speed of the game. That was one thing is, you know, the guys were a lot faster, a lot bigger, they hit harder. So like that was one thing is just kind of getting over like that kind of like that mental block of like, okay, I'm playing with a bunch of like 21-year-olds now, but you know, once I was able to move past that, I felt like I was able to transition to the game really well. I started to not think as much and kind of just let my play do the talking. So I feel like, you know, I had a pretty successful freshman season.
And there is possible talk that you may be transferring to another university. If so, which one?
Yeah, there's it's up in the air right now. I'm definitely looking into some other options right now. I talked to Elmhurst College up in you know, northern Illinois, up around Chicago. I've talked to Eastern, Southern, and I've also been in contact with Milliken, which is where two of the other captains from my senior year, Eric Whitaker and Christian Silva, that's where they both go.
I was also told, I don't know if this is true, but there were also talks that maybe you were thinking about trying out the University of Illinois.
Yeah, that is an opportunity, assuming that some things are permitted and some deadlines haven't already passed. If that is still an option, that's definitely going to be somewhere I also look at.
So now, I even heard when you were walking in the door, you were even maybe singing a little bit. Would you like to show everyone at home?
I don't know about that. I mean, most people got to pay good money, so I mean, maybe. How about if I can promise to come back on again, I can promise a special guest performance.
Definitely. We'll have Nick Jones
All right,
on.
We got it down now. Everybody heard it. Nick Jones will be back.
Nick Jones will be back
Goodnight
as a
Effingham.
musical guest. Did you hear that, Effingham? Nick Jones will be back as a musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McJones.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
It takes time to write down the words. It takes courage and strength you never known. Here comes the tide to wipe you out. Here come your worries, and they cloud your head without. Here comes the tide. Nights are sharp, they cut soft hearts, bleeding wounds, know the pressure added. Wind blows through a dimly lit room. Her smell reminds me it takes time to write down the words. It takes courage and strength you never known. Oh, here comes the time to wipe you out. Here come your worries, and they cloud your head without. Here comes the time. Elusive silence fills the room. I am still. The flowers on our windowsill still bloom. My knuckles white, eyes are red. I'm searching for you in our empty bed. Memories flowing like a floodgate through my head. I need to let it out. I need to let it out. Out. It takes time to write down the words. It takes courage and strength you never know. Oh, here comes the time to